Hey, have you ever wondered why you're not trading well? You might not use the right commander that deals enough skill damage. The most important factor that will make your trade highly positive is skill damage, as you can see in this report. Skill damage makes up to 70 to 85% of your damage, and it depends of course on your March, but as you can see in this example, I'm using a simulator. The LYSG deals around 12k normal damage in a total of 12 rounds, and on its 11th turn, the LD is 14k plus 3.5k because of his 4th skill, and then YSG deals 11k on the 12th round. So, if you calculate all the damage together and calculate that the L's AoE hits 5 targets, you get 35k damage for the L's primary skill, 22.5k for YSG's secondary rotation primary skill, and then 10.5k for the S4 skill, and then 12k for each normal round, which is around 12k in the end. So you get a total of 80k damage, and if you calculate that all together, you get that 85% is skill damage and 15% will be normal damage. So skill damage is really important when you want good report. Also, you shouldn't have a higher rage requirement. Even though you might do 20% more damage, for example like Edward, you have to get 30% more rage, so in the end you will deal less skill damage in a certain amount of time. So a lower rage requirement will make you cast your skill faster, and the other benefit is that your troops are still more healthy because you have less time to cast your skill, so you will also deal more damage. Now let's get to the topic how to actually improve your skill damage. You can increase your skill damage with attack, skill damage increase, or all damage increase. That's why you see big whales with a 10% attack rune to increase their skill damage. But keep in mind, for health, you will make you take less damage. So, to actually test how much attack will increase skill damage, I'm using a simulator from Specco, and we are testing it with Saladin without talents and also full calf gear, 2 SOC pieces, Arabia, and also VIP 10 and 8 iconics attack, defense, and 60 iconic health. So let's see how the skill damage works. The base skill damage is 1880. If you put on a 50% skill damage increase, but with talents or gear, or for example with the YSG 4th skill, you will end up with a 15% skill damage increase, output 2820, and when you increase it by 200%, you will get 200% more skill damage. That proves that skill damage is a multiplicative buff and will not decrease in value when you are increasing it a lot. Now let's look on attack. We start with the base 1880. We put in a 50% attack. You increase your skill damage by 18.989%. So if you divide the attack by the skill damage increase, you get 1% attack, and for that you get 0.3797 skill damage increase. Let's see if that changes if you put 100% attack instead of 50% attack, and result is that you get almost double of the skill damage, 37.979%, and if you divide it again, you get 0.3797 skill damage per 1% attack. If you increase it even more on 200% attack, you will get 75.638% skill damage increase. Divided again, you get 1% attack, you get 0.3782 skill damage. Note that it is a little bit less, but keep in mind, the more attack you have, the more troops you lose in these 10 rounds or 11 rounds, which results into less skill damage. But in hindsight, it also shows the importance of health to keep you healthy and do a lot of skill damage. More about health and skill damage reduction in a future video. Stay tuned for that. If you want to test out the simulator, link is in the description below. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Watch the videos that YouTube recommends you.